Say what now? You'll better gather round because Jaguar Wright is out here being real messy, and this time, she's dropping some wild tea on Beyoncé. According to Jaguar, Queen Bey is allegedly part of a secret lesbian cult in Hollywood. Yep, you heard that right. She's claiming this group isn't just about secret relationships, it's about power, protection, and influence. Jaguar says this same cult has been pulling innocent women into its circle and is the reason Beyoncé has stayed on top of the game for so long. And just when we were still reeling from Beyoncé's former bestie, allegedly spilling the tea about her planning an escape from Jay-Z, Jaguar came through with even more claims. She's been on Beyoncé's neck for a minute now, but this might be the wildest yet. Jaguar claims Beyoncé has been living on the down low since her Destiny's Child days. And get this, she says Matthew and Tina Knowles were fully aware. According to her, that's why they allegedly pushed for Bey to marry Jay-Z fast, even though, Jaguar alleges, he was already involved with her before she turned 18. And about that Renaissance album we all thought was a beautiful tribute to her late gay uncle, Uncle Johnny, and a love letter to the LGBTQ+ community. Jaguar's flipping the script, claiming it was actually a coded tribute to Beyoncé herself and her alleged involvement with that secret group. Of course, none of this has been verified. But baby, the streets are talking, and this tea is piping hot.
Nobody want to accept that shit.
Now let's talk about those wild rumors of Beyoncé being a witch and part of a so-called demonic lesbian cult. Because according to some folks, Bey low-key brought that energy on herself. It all started when she introduced the world to her infamous alter ego, Sasha Fierce. Beyoncé revealed that every time she taps into that persona, it feels like she's being possessed. She's admitted she uses Sasha Fierce to take over during performances because she's naturally shy and doesn't feel confident without it. In her own words, right before I performed at the BET Awards, I raised my hands up, and it was the first time I felt something else come into me. I knew that was going to be my coming out night. Fast forward to 2018, and things took a turn when her former drummer, who toured with her for years, suddenly quit during the On the Run 2 tour. The drummer accused Beyoncé of using extreme witchcraft behind the scenes and claimed Bey sent people after her to keep her quiet. Things escalated to the point where she actually filed a restraining order against Beyoncé. Whether fact or fiction, this story has people talking. The mix of mystique, alter egos, and eerie allegations only fuels the fire.
Beyoncé's ex-drummer of 7 years, she is seeking a restraining order against Beyoncé. She's accusing her of dark magic, witchcraft, tapping into her phone bill, and basically controlling her finances. She's saying the Beyoncé camp is put up a huge campaign against her, and it's overall witchcraft. She sought a restraining order in the past. It got denied, and she has another one scheduled for October 11th, but the internet is just like, what? Excuse me? And, I was just at the Beyoncé concert last week in Houston. It was definitely a religious experience.
Beyoncé is a witch. She's a very powerful witch. She's heavy into African spirituality. She is a daughter of, I believe, either a daughter of Oshun or Yemaya. I go back and forth. I feel like it's Oshun though, but if I got it wrong, I got it wrong. But nonetheless, she's a high-ranking witch. Okay, how many people have come out and said, "Hey, shit, my cat started dying. Beyonce did this to me. I saw Beyonce do that." Like this is nothing new. Okay, but you got to understand when it comes to Illuminati, to this industry, one person replaces the other. Madonna's old. Madonna is almost done. And Madonna is a very high ranking witch. She is a high priestess. That's just pretty much what it is. Of course, the main thing Madonna practices is Kabbalah, but then there's different versions of Kabbalah, just like there's different versions of African spirituality. But then I also believe that in addition to African spirituality, I do believe that Beyonce is into dark magic and black magic as well, her and Jay-Z. And we're just gonna leave it at that.
Now, circling back to those long-standing lesbian rumors about Beyoncé, turns out they date all the way back to the early 2000s. Yep, this tea is vintage. It all allegedly started around the year 2000, when Beyoncé collaborated with singer Emile on the track I Got Back. Shortly after the song's release, Emile gave an interview where she claimed that during their time working together, Beyoncé tried to pursue her romantically. Emile said she wasn't interested and respectfully declined. But here's where things get suspicious. After that interview, Emile's career seemed to vanish into thin air, and that very interview, gone. Scrubbed clean from the internet. Some fans believe Beyoncé's team had it pulled. But as we all know, just because something disappears online doesn't mean people forget. In fact, the rumors resurfaced again when Beyoncé collaborated with Lady Gaga on their now iconic track Telephone. The chemistry between Gaga and Beyoncé in the video had fans raising eyebrows, but it was Gaga's interview after the release that really got people talking. In the interview, Gaga said, "We had an amazing time working together on her video, and it just kind of works out because we both like women." Whew, and the plot thickens. Fans started connecting dots and recalled a 2008 incident at the Box nightclub in NYC. Beyoncé was reportedly spotted there with 3 female friends, enjoying a very risque burlesque show. Witnesses say her VIP balcony was heavily guarded, with curtains drawn around their table for privacy. But people noticed. One eyewitness claimed Beyoncé was living for the show, cheering as 2 women on stage stripped and licked each other's feet. She reportedly stayed until 3:30 a.m. With stories like these resurfacing over the years, it's no surprise that people keep questioning just how straight Beyoncé really is. Whether it's truth, exaggeration, or just messy internet lore, this tea refuses to cool down.
Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyoncé to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the time.